Have you ever lived your life peacefully, moving on, healing, drinking water, minding your own business, and boom, your ex suddenly texts you? Hey, a two-letter horror movie. Or the classic, hi, long time. Hey, you up? I was just thinking about you. Yeah, right. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about why your ex suddenly texts you out of nowhere. Spoiler, it's never actually out of nowhere. There's always a reason. Let's break down the psychology behind it, and trust me, some of these will hit harder than expected. Reason number 1. Nostalgia hits at the weirdest times. Maybe they heard a song. Maybe they passed your old cafe. Maybe they saw a meme that reminded you of you. Maybe they're just sitting alone, bored, hungry, emotional, or all of the above. Nostalgia is sneaky. It makes old memories feel sweeter than they were. Even the fights start looking romantic. Suddenly, they forget all the reasons the relationship ended and remember only the highlight reel. That's when the hey appears. Reason number 2. They miss the comfort, not necessarily you. Let's be honest. Breakups are hard, not just because you lose a person, but because you lose routine, comfort, familiarity. Suddenly, no good morning texts, no calls, no inside jokes, no emotional support on standby. And sometimes your ex doesn't miss you, they miss the emotional cushion you provided. Loneliness makes people reach out. Reason number 3. Something in their life just went wrong. This one is classic. Their new relationship is falling apart. They had a big fight. They feel misunderstood. Work is stressful. Someone else disappointed them. And guess whose name pops into their head? Yours. Why? Because the brain goes back to the last place it felt safe or appreciated. You become their emotional backup charger. Not romantic, not fair, but very common. Reason number 4. They're curious about your life. Humans hate not knowing. They wonder, are you happy? Do you miss me? Did you move on faster? Are you dating someone? Did you glow up after leaving me? Are you happier without me? Oh God, I need to know. Curiosity alone can trigger that random message. Exes treat you like a private Instagram story they can't see anymore, so they poke the screen. Reason number 5. Guilt. If they hurt you, ghosted you, or ended things badly, guilt eventually shows up like a late Amazon order. They might text to apologize, check on you, see if you hate them, calm their conscience, convince themselves they're a good person. Sometimes the message is less about reconnecting and more about emotionally washing their hands. Reason number 6. You're feeling slipping away. Maybe you stopped stalking them. Maybe you stopped reacting to their stories. Maybe your silence got louder. Human psychology is funny. People want you the most when they feel they're losing access to you. So your ex may text because they can sense your detachment. Your energy changed. You're no longer emotionally available to them. And suddenly, they panic. Reason number 7. You leveled up. Ah yes, the "why are you glowing" message. Maybe you're doing better, looking better, living better, healing better. Success, confidence, growth. All of these trigger curiosity and insecurity. Your ex sees your progress and thinks, wait, did I lose someone valuable? Were they actually better for me than I realized? Should I check in, just in case? When you upgrade, people return to see if there's still a place for them. Spoiler, there usually isn't. Reason number 8. Pure boredom. This one hurts, but it's true. Sometimes your ex texts because they're bored, alone, scrolling, hungry, can't sleep, stuck in traffic, rereading old messages, or simply craving attention. You're familiar. You're easy to talk to. You don't require effort. So they text you. Not because you matter deeply, but because you're convenient in that moment. Harsh, but real. Reason number 9. They want validation. Validation is addictive. Maybe they want to know they still matter. Maybe they want to confirm they're still on your mind. Maybe they want to boost their ego. A simple "hey" from your ex is sometimes just, "Do I still have access to your emotions?" They're not checking on you, they're checking their power. Reason number 10. They're thinking about getting back together, but don't want to say it directly. So they send a soft opener, a gentle poke, a test message, a temperature check. They're seeing if the door is still open. If you reply warmly, they get braver. If you reply coldly, they retreat. They're dipping their toes in the water before jumping in. Reason number 11. They treat exes like emotional recycling bins. Whenever they feel lonely or insecure, they return. Not because they changed, not because they want something real, but because they assume you'll respond. They mistake familiarity for ownership. Reason number 12. They're not over you, but they're confused. This is the rare but genuine one. Sometimes an ex texts because they still care, but they don't know how to express it. They don't know what they want. They don't know how to fix things. So they send a random, awkward, tiny message, hoping you'll pull the words out of them. It's not always manipulative. Sometimes it's just fear. So what should you take from this? Your ex didn't text out of nowhere. There's always a trigger. Nostalgia, loneliness, curiosity, guilt, regret, boredom, ego, jealousy, insecurity.